welcome back to another vlog. For anyone that is new here, my name is Hallie, and together with my fiance Ty, we run a small art business. This year is also our wedding year, so we're doing a lot to plan for the wedding. Since market season has literally just ended, like 2 weeks ago. And then we had a wedding to go to. We finally have a free weekend. So since our wedding is coming in the next 3 months,
yes,
it's coming up very quickly. We have a lot to do to plan for the wedding. So this weekend's going to be a lot of wedding content as well as a lot of shop content because we did just find out that we have another market in 3 weeks. The wedding in 3 months, market 3 weeks. They come in threes. What is the third thing? Is anything happening in 3 days or something? Who knows? Could be anything. I am going to take some time to rest this weekend too, since we really haven't done that in the past little while. So I'm going to go to the pool a little bit today. Going to get some work done for the wedding planning this summer. Coming to a channel near you. This one in particular. We're making our own cupcake toppers.
Tiny mushrooms.
So for our wedding, we are planning to do cupcakes instead of like the traditional like big cake. We will have a cake for us to cut. For all of the guests, we're gonna have our own little like cupcakes, and I'll insert a picture of what our inspiration picture is from Pinterest, of course. On the top, we're gonna have all of these tiny mushrooms that we're making by hand. They're also going to be either yard ornaments or potted plant ornaments, so you can stick it down in your little potted plant and it'll stay there. So there are signature mushroom stuff. Our wedding colors are purple and sort of an emerald green. These guys are going to be what we're putting as our like wedding favors. I have 3 done out of 100.
And we have a market in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so if you're interested in 2025 wedding content, if you're planning a wedding or planning on getting married kind of soon, congratulations. We aren't DIYing a lot of stuff for the wedding, but we are doing a few things to kind of add our own flair. So we've got those to do. I am attempting to embroider my own veil. We're gonna see how that goes. But I'm learning a new skill and it's fun.
High five!
Veils are really expensive. The other thing that I wanted to mention on the vlog is our coloring book is in. She is finally here. She's got lots of pages that each have a quote on one side from the character you're about to color, so you get to meet the characters and kind of get to know them a little bit more. Of course, this is the one that's on the cover, so you get to color that one as well. It just came out. It is our first coloring book, and we're very excited about it. We will, of course, have it linked. So we are starting to make ring dishes or like trinket dishes. This is a summer edition one. So this is little Amy sitting in a little pond. So the pond area is for the rings. So you can put your rings there or your jewelry. It's totally up to you what you put there. Kind of gives a little bit more function to the minis. So those I'm going to upload to the site today. And I've got some stuff to do for the wedding. I think I need to contact the DJ first. And we're going to the venue tomorrow to look at that. So I'll bring you guys along to see the venue, because that's not something that's off limits for outside eyeballs. So I'll bring you guys along to the venue tomorrow, but today is going to be mostly an at-home day, getting some stuff done, probably working either on the mushrooms or just relaxing, because we have not had any time to ourselves in like months. Like actual months. So I'm gonna drink this coffee and I'm probably gonna look at the form that the DJ sent a while back and get that done first. So let's sit here and just chill and work on that, and then we'll get into maybe going to the pool for a little bit, kind of lay out, get a little bit of sunshine. So I work inside of a building that just has fluorescent lights, and so I don't see the sun very often. It's evasive in my line of work. Laptop, check. Coaster that sticks to my cup, check. for a little bit. Just finished up the DJ stuff, which was the main thing that we wanted to get done for today, for the wedding. So finished up putting all the song lists together for the entrance song, the bride song, the exit song, some of the reception songs. There's a lot of music you have to pick for a wedding that I didn't necessarily think of prior. So there's a lot of ins and outs that go into planning a wedding, and I really understand why people have wedding planners. So it is kind of a lot. So we got the DJ thing situated. I'm gonna go ahead and send that to him after we review it and everything and make sure it's exactly what we want to send in. Of course, we'll have a meeting with him before we have the wedding. But I think I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do my nails. Do a little bit of like self-care. I'm gonna do my nails. And then I think we're gonna go to the grocery store, pick up some stuff for lunch, and then probably go to the pool for a little bit since our pool for our apartment complex is now open. Yay! So we're gonna do that, get a little bit of sunshine, and then see where the day takes us. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my nails. I have some of this, like, it's a gel kit. It's by Beetles. Someone had turned me onto them, but I'm using the ones where you have the little UV lamp and you put on the gel and then harden it. But since I work with clay so often, it tends to take off like normal polish. So I like my nails to look at least kind of nice in videos for you guys instead of like really janky looking. So I'm gonna put on at least some color of polish. Okay, so this one in particular from Beetles is the cat eye one. Has this little magnet guy, and after you put on the polish, you then use the magnet to make the shiny parts of the cat eye. I like this color. It's kind of a sagey green. So these are done. I think we're gonna go to the grocery store next, get some stuff to make for lunch. I think we're gonna get ground beef and make maybe tacos or nachos or something like that, and then go to the pool. I'm hoping it's gonna get a little sunnier out today. Right now it's kind of overcast and a little bit chilly, but hopefully by the time we get back it'll be a little sunnier and we'll go get some sunshine and then plan the rest of our day after we get back from the pool. We just got back from the grocery store and I have a pizza in the oven for me. Ty got some sushi. So I think we'll head to the pool after we eat lunch and go lay out there for a little bit, relax. So this is really just a reset and get some wedding stuff started. I do think I want to, while the pizza's cooking, go ahead and start glazing the other one to our Amy pond. So I have the daisy pond in there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the base with the water. So I'm gonna do that while that's cooking and then stop and eat. That way I'm at least using my time wisely. It's about 8:40. I guess we've been awake for about like 40 minutes. We woke up at 8. What's the plans for today? We have no plans. Other than I'll be journeying over to the wedding venue around 2:30.
Mom said I'm not allowed.
Yeah, Mom said you weren't allowed today. Sorry. So I'll take you guys with me so you can see what happens. So we're going to be doing that. But other than that, before then, we don't really have any plans.
Besides raft this morning.
I think we're going to play a little bit of raft. So if you've ever played like survival crafting games on a PC, you may have heard of raft. It's exactly what it sounds like. You build a raft. There is a story to it, and we've been playing it for years at this point. Years. We always come back to it. It's a very cozy game. I may get out and get some more sunshine today. I don't know.
Very ambitious today.
I know! I could do anything. I have a blank day. Almost. I almost have a blank day. I think right now, let's just start with food and then see where the day carries us. To the wedding venue, and I say we. I am now on the way to the wedding venue to go look at some of the decorations that they have. I'm meeting my mom over there as well as our wedding planner. We ended up deciding to go with having a wedding planner help, especially since my mom was wanting to do a lot of it. Just she and I and Ty and my dad. I think it ended up being probably a bigger job than the four of us could take on, given all the stuff that we had going on, especially with market season and jobs, and my younger brother was graduating this year, so there was just a lot going on, and we ended up outsourcing some help. So she is very sweet and is helping us out with getting some of the nitty-gritty stuff together. So we are meeting her over at the castle as well. We are having our wedding at a venue. It has the look of a castle and it's got kind of an enchanted forest in the back. And so we are going to be having hopefully an outdoor ceremony, and then our reception should be under an awning. So we have a rain plan if we need it, but we're going to go look at the decorations that they have. We're wanting to have a very enchanted forest looking wedding, so lots of fun colored mushrooms, and I think we're planning to have a couple of the mushies kind of around, a lot of like fantasy core and royal core, that kind of stuff. We want it to look very us, and kind of put our mark on having a day that's really special to us, that guests will come in and be like, oh my gosh, that makes total sense. I think for our tables, we're gonna be picking out probably the linens today. The wedding planner seemed to think that white tablecloths would be better, so we're gonna see what they've got going on. But we're planning on having moss as the centerpieces with some like lanterns and some little ceramic mushrooms and flowers and things like that. And I'm hoping some candlesticks. I really want that kind of overgrown fairy tale woodsy look, especially for the ceremony space. We still have to pick out flowers, which has been the bane of my wedding planning existence. Hopefully we can pick something out. If anyone has any recommendations on purple flowers or different things that are like cascading of any kind, like I know wisteria is. So let's head over to the venue, check out what they got. I'll show you guys around a little bit, and then we will head back home and finish up our evening afterwards. All right, we just got here, so let me go ahead and head inside because they are already here. Hello! I made it!
And show you guys around. I got a golf cart too if y'all want to go to the forestry thing.
I'm taking it all in now because it's just I don't really remember a
Yeah,
whole lot.
I just remember this being the bath. This is the bath. We just left the venue and got to see all of the stuff that we haven't seen in about a year now, since about a year ago is when we went and saw it first and booked it. We have been able to see it and get a perspective on what all needs to be brought. So I've got the cupcake toppers that I'm making. I may be making something for the table decorations as well. So we've got a couple things that we're filling in gaps and kind of plugging the holes in the designs that need to be plugged. And we got plenty of work ahead of us, but I'm trying not to overextend myself too much because I know Ty and I have markets coming up this summer. We try not to have too many markets during summer because it's just so blooming hot in Georgia. Like, it is unreal how hot it can get here. So we try not to do too many. We have been invited to go to AthFest in Athens, which was one we really wanted to go to and did not originally get an invitation. We were waitlisted and have now gotten the opportunity to go. So we really would like to be able to do that, as well as Tomato Art Festival, which is coming up as our first out-of-state one in August. So, but all of July will at least be free. We've got plenty on the horizon to take care of, but for tonight, I'm gonna go home. We're gonna eat some dinner and probably relax a little bit this evening since we have a lot coming up, and I want us to be good and rested before we start jumping back into a lot of work. So we really hit it hard for spring markets, and I think ran ourselves a little bit rugged. So at least we'll get a little bit of a chance to relax and recuperate before we jump into it again. Let's go ahead and make our way home. I've got about an hour drive, so I will see y'all at home.